welcome back to the second half of this program of fighting obesity and bringing awareness across the world. How do we save our community from obesity and fighting with dead calories, but giving you ideas of live food, snacking, and doing the right snacks through the day. We had our amazing guest in my juicing therapy. Second part of this show, welcome to my kitchen, Dilshad Singh. Welcome to my kitchen again. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, and Sat Sri Akal. Namaskar. To anybody who didn't watch the juicing therapy, you've missed out amazing juice, which is the best concept of starting. What did you think about the juice?
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
It's something that you will actually indulge in.
Yes, definitely.
Well, there goes one person who's converted. Somebody who's lost from 21 stones down to 13 stones. Credibility to him. Having tried everything across in every kind of platform, he then decided to take control of yourself and your health. And this was a resolution he did in 2012, 2013. This is him, snacking through the day. People are actually going in for croissants and bagels, which actually constipate you. Croissants which are bad fat, so they which butter paya hunda hai na jada, hai na? Mera concept hai ke snacking good essential nuts. Why was the project of raw pinia launched, raw food diet, which is the royal pinia, which is my patented recipe now, and we've got 9 formulas, including weight loss, which has got amazing concept of green tea. Do remember taking about a liter of good green tea. Please don't go for cheap charade stuff out in the stores. This is a project that I've launched here with a Japanese company, and I have got the sole rights to bring this tea into UK. And having 1 liter in China, people are slim fit because everybody carries a flask of green tea.
Right.
To work.
Right.
And that's really good. So let's start off with having green tea in the morning, looking at cashew nuts,
Right.
walnuts,
Yes.
almonds,
Yes.
edamame nuts, which are really, really important. These are great soya and high protein foods, and this is what we are trying to tell people to keep away from carbs. Let's start off with a protein snack, where I'm going to get you active here. I'm going to put this the pan on the heat, where you'll be, have you ever cooked?
No,
I think he's got a full-time job with his wife from tomorrow. She's going to get him into the kitchen. Here's do you know what this is? A karchi.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And why do we use this? Because we don't want to use metal spoons to cause abrasion and cause any kind of aluminium breakup or titanium jedi coating undiya can be highly dangerous. So let's start off with the cooking process. I'm going to get some sesame seed oil, so important. Here was Dr. Manjit always talking about rapeseed oil. I'm coming on to sesame seed oil. So Dilshad, I'm going to add something into your pan. In this pan, you're going to do me a quick stir fry of chickpeas, and I'm going to do on my side. Remember, this is an electric cooker, so we have to be a bit careful and try to heat it before we actually log on.
Right.
Now that is telling me my pan is off the ring. Right. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. And here we are adding in chopped red onions. So you need to start stirring this for me. Standing away from the heat, we can reduce the heat here. It's a bit high. So what am I promoting here is a soya lettuce wrap. Yeah. So we'll take it off the heat a little bit as it's getting very warm. And this is something you can take to work. I'm just going to put it away from the heat while you keep stirring it. Take my pan here, which is ready. In this one, I'll be adding in cumin seeds or jeera.
Right.
Yeah. Eta, you can prepare this at night and take it to work as a snack. You know, people are looking for snacks which are prepared in factories of sandwich factories. They are prepared 2 days prior or a day prior. Right. So this is not this is something you're going to make yourself and be proud that you have got something that is, you know, live food. Hai na? So I'm adding in this to my dish, where I'm going to toss in the soya, which is a wrap. You're going to be doing the chickpeas for me. And adding in garlic, which is very important fire, but also very important for keeping the blood flowing, stopping the blood from thickening. I'm going to give you half a teaspoon of that and a full teaspoon for myself. Trying to bring in flavor to my soya. So this is what I'll be adding in, will be soya, crushed. May I have that? This is crushed soya, which is actually going to go into my dish with the other condiments that we'll be adding. So you're going to be adding sun-dried tomatoes. Let's get your pan on the heat. Sun-dried tomatoes are very important. They are high antioxidant
Just a
tomatoes.
spoon?
2 actually. Okay. And I'm going to toss in my soya, which is crushed, to make my wraps, which are going to be a high protein wrap, which is not going to be making you tired. A lot of people by 2-3 o'clock in offices, do you notice they're feeling sleepy and tired?
Yes. Yes.
Because they've had a jacket potato, or they've had something that's going to give them a sluggishness where the blood sugar is racing. And that is what makes them feel sluggish. When you have lots of carbs, there is an instant rise of blood sugar. And automatically it tells the brain to go into a restful state, and people feel sleepy at the desk at lunchtime. We're going to toss in your chickpeas, which have been pre-boiled.
How much?
The whole kolla. So that's about half a kolla. If you don't have time, you can always add in a canned chickpeas, but drain off the brine or the salt water.
Right.
Yeah. So this is something you're going to take control of while I take care of this. And I'm going to add in my chilies and ginger. I'm going to give you a lot of spinach. Spinach is actually a bulker, and it's actually green fibrous. So very important to have this. And we're going to give in a good stir fry, but keeping it not wilted as much.
Right.
Thoda dum rakhna. You know saag?
Yes.
What is saag?
Saag is spinach.
It is. But what do they do? It's all murdered. It is damn good to taste, but there's nothing left in it,
Right,
because it's lost all its properties.
Right.
So I'm just giving that a stir. Adding in all my spices now. Okay, bas enu stir kari jo. Maybe we'll need to raise the heat of this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's getting hot there. So sesame oil, seed oil is very important, very high in vitamin E. A lot of people with obesity also have dryness in their skin. Their skin goes very dry. How did you feel? Did you introduce essential fats in your diet as part of the weight loss?
Yes,
Yeah.
try.
So important. These are the essential fats, Dilshad.
Right.
Cashew nuts, walnuts, almonds, and then we got the 3, 6, and 9s also coming from sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, which are antibacterial.
Right.
Because a lot of people with obesity do have some parasitic or fungal condition, I have noticed in my therapies, that actually hinder them from having to lose weight quickly and rapidly.
Right.
But what is it? The biggest problem is the emotional blockage. How do you unblock them? If you start with juicing and go on to some, can you see the spinach wilting?
Yes.
And go on to live food, you won't be racing and craving for the wrong foods. Right. But the first place where you guys go wrong is by having white bread and cereals. I condone. Yes, I'm saying about oats probably 3 times a week. Probably in soya milk rather than in cow's milk, in water as a second option, and try not to have too much of high bran kind of cereals which make you sluggish, because it takes 8 hours to digest any kind of high fiber cereal, 6 to 8 hours. If you're having this juicing, guess what? In 30 minutes, your body is going to recognize it as live food, and you're going to start digesting it. And that's instant vitamin and mineral state going into your system. So in 1 hour, your body has ingested the total amount of vitamins it had in the raw juice, and you're going to benefit immediately with vibrant energy, not feeling sluggish, you know? Okay. So let's add in some ginger. What is ginger? A very good digester, very good fire as well, very important. Traditional Indian herb, adrak. I've noticed a lot of English people are watching my shows now. It's interesting. And my son, who's a manager of Avius, he says to me, my English friends are all glued to your shows and they're taking ideas from you, and they're watching on what I'm doing. So I have to be very careful because they are very good cooks as well. So what my children have done is not westernized, they've actually easternized their friends to enjoying Eastern food.
Right.
The concept I do is Eastern Western, Hannah.
Right.
So that's nearly drying up pretty good. I'm going to add in 4 teaspoons of hemp seed to bring in high protein. and then salt and pepper to taste to your liking. So we are actually getting Dilshad to take this off the heat now. I'm going to switch that off, and you're going to go make me a soya sauce base. I think we've given you some information in which you're going to be adding 4 teaspoons of soya sauce, dark soya sauce, 1 heaped teaspoon of crunchy peanut butter, black pepper, lemon, and ginger to taste. So this is actually going to go into my wrap. Adding in pink salt, always promoting pink salt, Dilshad, because this is the best salt. It's the bad sodium that actually makes your kidneys sluggish and slow. So very important to have good salt so your body can actually throw away the bad salts out and not have residual water retention, which is the biggest problem of obesity, is not only fat, is water retention. Going to add Garam Masala, amazing spice, Indian spice, which is of various herbs added on, and all the dry spices. Gives amazing flavor. So that's your base ready. Give it a good mix. You've added ginger?
Yeah.
Oh, great. You're ahead of me. Wow. Okay. 3 tablespoons of lime or lemon juice. Adrak to add, half a teaspoon. And a handful of sunflower and pumpkin seeds to my crunchy nut, chickpea and spinach stir fry, which is something that we are going to make on a side dish and get the wrap ready. So I'm going to switch off the gas, saving electricity. Yeah, that's pretty good. Thanks. Right now we're going to clear some areas here and bring up the lettuce, which is ready, washed, please. Do take note. Everything here, Dilshad, you've seen on the floor what happens and the dramas that happen, and things that we have to do. Everything is carefully washed, dried. These have been washed and dried. This is something that you can take to work. So we're going to give it a good wrap. So on the side dish, I'll be, if I may have that, which I'm going to present. And then you will be sitting on the table, tasting and telling me what you think about the dish. But this is the wrap I'm going to place into your plate and put in the filling. You can use big lettuce leaves if you so wish. See, that side is really big, the patta, so it is best to put the soya filling on that side. Right. So all I want you to do is put the filling in there now.
Just a spoon?
Yeah, as you wish. And just dop, dop, dop. That's it. And this side too. So I'll take the bigger leaf actually to give a concept of 2 wraps. This is a slightly narrow leaf, Hana. That's it. Pado. Okay. Okay, and then you just wrap this up and take it in your cling film, or whatever, in a plastic pot that you want to, and give it a good wrap. And you can take a cocktail stick, which I don't have on my kitchen floor, and skewer in the cocktail dish stick in there, and we'll be serving you on the table. This amazing man who's lost over 7 stones in my kitchen today to show the world he could do it, so can you. Sesame seed oil, so important. Here was Dr. Manjit always talking about rapeseed oil. I'm coming on to sesame seed oil. And here we are adding in chopped red onions. So you need to start stirring this for me. Adding in garlic, which is very important, fire, but also very important for keeping the blood flowing. You're going to be adding sun-dried tomatoes. Let's get your pan on the heat. We're going to toss in your chickpeas, which have been pre-boiled, the whole kolla. So that's about half a kolla. So let's add in some ginger. What is ginger? A very good digester. I'm going to give you a lot of spinach. Spinach is actually a bulker and it's actually green fibrous. And a handful of sunflower and pumpkin seeds to my crunchy nut, chickpea and spinach stir fry. In this one I'll be adding in cumin seeds or jeera. Right. So I'm adding in this to my dish where I'm going to toss in the soya. And I'm going to toss in my soya, which is crushed. I'm going to add in 4 teaspoons of hemp seed. Adding in pink salt, always promoting pink salt, Dilshad, because this is the best salt. I'm going to add Garam Masala, amazing spice, Indian spice. Okay. 3 tablespoons of lime or lemon juice. Adrak to add, half a teaspoon, in which you're going to be adding 4 teaspoons of soya sauce, dark soya sauce. 1 heaped teaspoon of crunchy peanut butter, black pepper, lemon and ginger to taste. Now it doesn't matter how you eat it, just grasp it and eat it and tell us what you think about it.
Very good.
You need to taste the chickpeas. Again, chickpeas are high in protein, Sankto, and it's protein da main thode zikr kar rahi hai ki jinna hi carbohydrate aapa घटाइए onna hi motapa ढिड de cut hoega. Dilshad is an amazing example. You've got to taste the fig. Something he's never tasted. It's a high fiber fruit. The most amazing fruit is actually in season right now. So go out and get figs, eat them. There are apricots in the season. Eat them. Seasonal fruits are great. Is this something that you would take for lunch?
Yes, definitely. I think it's very tasty.
And you got some food bits there. But carry on eating. And this is an amazing concept of soya wrap, lettuce wrap, Sankto. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Join me in another series of a cook show. It'll be naughty, but also nice, taking care of you and the community at large with Sikh Channel behind me. Dilshad, thank you so much for joining in my show. But before you go, I need to give you my little Muppet. He's my Desi Wellness Kitchen, who is promoting healthy fats. And this is from me to you. Matches his jacket here. I hope this is something that you'll take good memories at home. Yes. And join me in another series. And I wish you lots of good health. Yes. And I hope you can maintain your weight. Aithe mera program samapat hunda. Sarehan nu sat sri akal, namaskar, adab, Jai Shri Krishna, and kwaheri to all my Rafiki of Kenya. Join me in another cook show, an exciting series of obesity and how do we lose weight across the world. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.